All right. Um, Officially, good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's class. Tonight, we're going to talk about join command. Join command in SQL. So those join command are command that can help us to consolidate data or record from different tables. You can have up to 5 tables in your database, and you might have related information in different tables which you might want to merge together to help you in your analysis. So if you don't use joint command, it's going to be difficult for you to do that. But joint command can select data from sales table and select data from employee table and merge them together to become one table. And they can equally select data from customer ID and the other ID, other table, and other can be a table, have other tables. A full table just for others, and you can have customers, a table just for customers. So we can use join command to consolidate these two tables, make them become one table. So this is what join command does. So it will help us to, match tables together, record from different tables and match it together. And I believe we cannot say though we've done the basic SQL like select and create all those things here, but we cannot say we are done with SQL if we don't know about join command. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So I've posted some yesterday for you to follow up what I'm doing. I posted some of all the command, all the syntax, everything in our WhatsApp group. So it can help you to follow up. So if you want to follow up, if you don't want to, I'm not disposed to follow up, just watch what we are doing by tomorrow. The whole lesson notes is going to be available. And I try to make sure that my lesson note is user friendly. So, okay, let's get started. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is to have a brief overview of the whole note to understand what we're going to do before we start. Before we go back to our SQLites to start practicalizing the whole activity. So let's understand what this join command is. The join command is SQL in use to combine rows from 2 or more tables based on related columns. It is an essential operation in relational database, enabling users to retrieve meaningful relationship between data stored in separate tables, meaning that you can have data stored in separate table, but those tables are you can bring them in one table, kind of consolidation. So we use this join command to get information from different tables and view it in a single table. So we have different types of this join command. We have what we call inner join command. This returns rows with matching values in both table, and we have left join command. This kind of command returns all rows from left table and match rows from the right table. Some of the unmatched will be null values for the right column. Then we'll have right join command, return all rows from the table and match rows from left table. Or match rows will be null values. Then we'll have full join command. This returns all rows from both tables with null for non-matching rows. And then we'll have cross join. This produces the Cartesian product of two tables. So all the join command we have here is just bringing data from one table and matching it from another table, and either from the left of the table, the rows within the left, or rows within the right, or rows or column within the middle. So we extract information from different columns in a table and match them. Like, for instance, if we want to understand sales based on the employees, maybe to understand the employees with the highest sales, and we find out that our sales table doesn't have any record of employees or sales rep in that, we can go to employee table, and in employee table, we find out that in the employee table, we don't have any information about their sales, and we want to report them. Maybe we want to show it to the management. All we need to do is use join command, get information from the other table, or get the information, and then match them based on their relationship, and that is it. So that is what we are going to do tonight. So we'll have examples to practicalize this. We're going to use inner join, joining record from other, that is example one, joining record from an order table and a customer table using inner join command. So this is the two tables we have here. So we want to join these two tables. This is order table and this is customer table. So when we join this, we can actually see what these customers are doing. So what we need to do is to find out where they have common values. Where does these two tables have common value? That's what the system tried to extract information from the two tables. Looking at these two tables, we have this table here. You can see here. Let's look at this. You see customer ID is you can see customer ID here Let me just use customer ID. And then you see here in customer table, we equally have customer ID. So this will help us to match these two tables and they become a better table. These two tables will become a better table. So you see here, this is the relationship between these two tables. They have relationship. And if you want to do it manually, you see customer ID 1. Under customer ID 1, if you want to match it, customer ID 1 and customer ID 1, you see that John Smith in Lagos will be matched with this laptop through quantities and this date. Then, if we want to match customer ID 2, customer ID 2 will be matched with this, this other ID, and it's going to be smartphone quantity 1. And then customer ID 3 and customer ID is now going to be Chris Martin, Port Harcourt. So that is how we match it. And once we match it, you can then combine it to become one table. So what it does is pick the area of relationship. This is their relationship. If you look at every other thing in these two tables, they have no relationship. You see here, these products and this thing. But with this relationship, we can match them together. So let's look at this step by step to achieve that. If we want to achieve this in our, for instance, let's start from the scratch. We have to insert this table inside the our SQLite. And then once we insert the table, that means that we need to create tables. Sorry, we need to create this table first. Customer table, and this is order table and customer table. We create the two tables, and then we insert this record. And once we insert this record, then we are going to use this join command. So this is the join command we are going to use. Select orders, the order ID, product ID, and so this is the command we are going to use. You see the selecting order ID and joining in customer table, order table and customer table. That is what the command is telling us. And once we use this command, we run this command, this is going to be the result. And if you see here, you find out that these two tables have been joined to become one table here. You see the customer names have been matched with their orders and their cities. So you see that join command is very, very valuable here. So if we are trying to do this manually, what if we have a very large data set? So am I going to be trying to, like what I did manually here, it's not going to be possible. Even if I've extracted the data in an Excel sheet, want to work on that, it's going to be difficult. So the only way is just use SQL join command, match it, refine the table, and this table is now well consolidated. It becomes one table. So that is one example. And this example is on left. No, this is on inner join. Inner join means that this is inner join. We took data, this is it, is within the inner of this table, and we join it with any relationship with the other table. So, and then we'll have another example we're going to look at, and that is joining using left join, joining record of sales and employees using. So now we have sales and employees. This is the table, sales table here, and employee table here. So if you want to join this, this is the relationship. You're looking at where is the relationship, this employee name, the employee department, this is. So in this table, we have employee ID, and in this table, we have employee ID here. So this is the relationship we have here. This is the two relationship we have. And if we want to join them, we use, just like the way we did the first one, we insert the record and then run it here. We create the table, insert record, and then run it. And we'll come down here. We use this left join command. Once we use the left join command on this, it's going to give us a consolidated table where we have product, quantity, employee, department. So that is how we can use this to join different tables using left join. These are mostly common within SQLite, and we have others which is right join. We still need to talk about right join, full join, and cross join. If we want to perform a right join, this is like, for instance, we're using these two tables. We just create tables insert record, and we write this right join command. Once we run it, it should be able to consolidate the table. And remember, we say where there is no match, any of the table that didn't match is going to be null. It's not going to be vacant, or there's no. It's not. We don't allow missing records. So where there is no matching record, it's going to be null. So looking at this, you see that these two tables, some of them match, but some of them don't match. If you look at their relationship here, looking at the relationship of these two tables is the product ID. We have product ID here and we have product ID here. And product ID 1, we have it here. We'll have product ID 1 here too. Then we'll have product ID 2, and we'll have product ID 2 here. And here is product ID 3. There is no product ID 3 here. So this is this third product ID, which is tablets, because there is no corresponding information on other table, is going to be null value here. So that's, if any record we can't match, it becomes null. Then we have full join. Full join combines results of both left join and right join. All row form both tables are included with null for non-matching. It's just matching right table and join, and the left table and the right table together. So, and using the above table we used before, if we perform a full join here, meaning that we join the whole information. The whole table is fully consolidated. You see there is this where we have no. This is no on the product ID 3 and the product ID, because we couldn't match. You see, if we see here, the two tables is fully matched. The difference here is that this one is fully matched, but in the previous one, which is right join, it didn't match everything. It's only selected rows that were matched, and when you might see it's only full, so it's not a full join. So it just matched based on the first table. It uses the first table to match the other one. So that's how it's, and full join is matching the whole table together. And then cross join creates the Cartesian product of two tables, meaning each row from the first table is combined with every row from the second table. So you see here we have employee table and department, and once we match it together, it becomes something like this. So that's what we can achieve with this. And in this area, what we have here common. So we match employee ID and the employee name, and here is department ID and department name. So that's what we call cross join. You see there is, if you're looking at a relationship between this, we can't see a relationship here. So we cross join the two tables. This is employee ID, this is employee name, and this is department ID, and this is department name. So, and we cross join it, we see that Alice is in sales, and Alice can equally in IT, and Bob can be in sales, and Bob is in IT. So we just match them, meaning that whichever way they must be matched. So we find out that if they Alice is not in sales, Alice is in, so that's what we call cross, because there is no relationship between these two tables, and we just have to join them together. So that is cross join. So that is what we plan to do practical. And now we've gone through it. I said, let's do the brief overview before we start running practical. That's what we plan to achieve. Let's see if these things actually works the way we explain it. So, so the first thing we need to do is then to move to our SQLite, and then we can start practicalizing this to see if it's working as we said. Before then, if you have any brief question you want to clarify before I start, because I have to stop sharing my lesson note. That's why I copied it and pasted it in the WhatsApp, so that if you want to follow as we're doing a practical, we can get the script from there and start following. But if you have any question before we start practicalizing it, you can ask your questions. Okay. Okay, let's get to the practical aspect of it. Okay. The first thing I have to do is to clean my database. So I need to, all the tables here, I need to drop the tables and then we get started. So if you want to follow the advice, make sure that we're following everything the way we're explaining it. You might drop every table you have. For me, that's the first thing I'm going to do, to drop tables I have. And So this is the table we have got here. We have customer and other table. No, this should be, see, instead of drop, I choose a different command, and that's why I got um drop customer and other table. So okay. Okay. Yeah. But I wanted to run it combined, which I believe it can work because I don't want to drop it one by one. I want to drop table, customer table, and then comma, then so and others. So I have to drop them separately, but I believe I should be able to drop them with one command. Okay. I will then drop the others. So, okay. I run them separately. I drop the table separately, but I believe we should be able to drop two tables using one command, not separately, but the main thing we have dropped them. So you see the tables, they have gone, the two tables have gone here. So let's start from the scratch and start inserting the tables. So if you are following me, the first thing we are following you will see the first example. That is what follow in the first example, which is joining record using inner join. So the first thing I want to do, you see the step-by-step implementation, which is there in the note I posted, is to create table, because you've seen I've dropped the table. There's no table in my database. I need to create two tables I need to work with, and I've created the command. Sorry, the insert. The first thing is to create a table, so I have to create a table using create a table command. So if you look at it there, you see the okay. So I've added these two. You see, I want to create these two tables at the same time. So let's see. And execution finished without error. So the two tables should be created. So let's go to the database structure to look for these two tables created. You can see here we have customer order and customer table and order table. These are the two tables we created, and there's no record in these two tables. So the next thing is to add record. This is insert record. So step 2 is to insert record into the table. And so inserting record. To insert record into the two tables at the same time. You can do it one by one, or we can do it together, and you save us time. So it's execution is done with without error. So if we do selection here, we should be able to see these two tables with records. So let's first view the other table. You can see this is the other table, the record within the other table. Then for customer table, want to view just to see the record is inserted in the table. Just for verification, we run. You see customer table as well. So these two tables here is now live in our database. So the operation we want to run is to use inner join to get customer details from each order. Get customer detail for each order. We want to use inner join command to perform this operation. And to do that, we are going to run this command. And let's run it. So now we can see that we have customer details in every of the order. So we know who is ordering and the city they are ordering from in our platform. So I say platform smartphone, we see that is what we use this yeah. So that is the first thing is the first exercise is we've achieved it. You can see it's working as we explained. So initially there is no customer record in the order table, but now we can see customer record and the city. So are we following? Is anyone following me?
Yeah, sir. Yes, but I'm having issue with. I tried to copy the table or the command for creating the tables from WhatsApp, but it's giving me syntax error. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
We have a lot of we copy. I think the best thing you need to do is if you can copy it from your WhatsApp and open a notepad from your WhatsApp, copy the whole information from your WhatsApp to a notepad so that it will be easy for you to pick the particular portion you want to copy. But if you want to copy everything from your, I know it should be, you know what you are doing anyway. If you want to copy everything directly from WhatsApp, it's not going to pick some info, it's going to copy everything.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
On my own side, I tried the two tables. That's where the issue is. I copied them once and it's saying error. But when I copy the first one, it said finish without error. So I'm trying to add the second one and it's saying error. So that's
did you when you add the first one and then
I run it?
You clean your editor before you want to run the second one?
No, sir.
So that's why, like I said, whenever you want to run a fresh command to avoid the complication, clean your editor, because you already have some information on the editor which you didn't clean. That might be the reason why you're having error. So you run the first table, then run the second table again. You create the first table, then create the, if you want to do it one after the other. But I know you can create it at once.
Okay, let me try.
I
So
think I've seen the error here. Sir,
yes.
okay, create table. Oh, there's an error. We are yeah. If you look at what was pasted on WhatsApp, it's nowhere you making use of customers and orders. That's the creation of the tables. That is customers and orders, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on what is on the WhatsApp is I think orders and products.
Orders and products. I don't think so
Okay.
because I just copied from my notes on the WhatsApp. I didn't edit. But let me see.
I'll be waiting at the copy now. Okay. It was the first.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Are you using the first text?
Yeah, I've seen it. Sorry, I've seen it. I
Okay,
made mistake.
you've seen the latest.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay. Okay, Chinyere.
Sir, though I joined late, but I'm trying to follow from where I started, where you are now. But I don't understand how you used to, because I do type my own manually, but I want to know how you do copy from wherever it's been pasted and paste it on the table, the SQLite table. So I don't know why you used to copy and paste there. I've been copying. When I copy and paste, the thing will just go. My own will not go like normal way. Like when you type it, you add feed one, feed two. It just goes straight.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, from your WhatsApp, copy everything, open a notepad. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Open a notepad. Then when you paste it in the notepad, then when you see the way I copied, you should be able to copy what you need from the notepad. Notepad is an editor, so you should be able to I don't know where you are, why, but it's not I'm copying from the left note, and it's just I copy Control V and it will just paste and I will run it. So if we want to start writing the whole code, it's going to take time. Obianuju.
Good evening, sir.
So sorry, I'm not talking about where I will insert and run. I'm talking about when I'm creating the table, not when I want to run the table. As in when I go to execute SQL. What I'm talking about when I want to create the table, then when I copy and paste there, where we have field one, field two, all those things are supposed to appear sequentially the way it used to appear when we type it. But this one it will just go straight. So I want to know, like I'm going to put it on my notepad now. Let me still try. But when I copy and paste there, it's not giving me what I want. That's what I mean.
Well, sorry about that. I don't know how I will explain it. Obianuju.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So I'm trying to insert the values into the table, but it's giving me errors. I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Yes.
copying exactly as it is, and I put it, there, and it's still saying finish with errors.
Did you drop all the tables? Did you first drop the tables? Because like
Yes, I
yesterday
did.
you dropped.
Yes,
Okay, you dropped everything and then you write create
the customer table and the other table. Yes, I've done that.
and you are getting error.
Yes.
You shouldn't be getting error. You check your command very well.
Okay, because I'm copying it exactly from the WhatsApp, and I'm still
Okay,
having that.
let me just
Nothing is even wrong with the code, but it's still giving error.
Yes.
Okay, let me go to okay, you can check, maybe copy it from our chat. I've dropped it on the chat. Let's see whether it's it from WhatsApp or whatever. It's on the chat.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Oh, how about the custom? The addition. We're trying to insert data. The what to copy was creatable only.
Yeah, because some of they are complaining they cannot create
Okay,
them.
okay. Sorry. I didn't.
So they are complaining they can't create the table. So that's why we have to create the tables first before.
Yes.
Have you created the tables?
Yes, I've
Yes, sir.
created a table. Yeah.
It's working now.
No, I was able to create the table. Is inserting
It's
the
the
data
insertion. Inserting
that was
data.
the
Yes, sir.
problem.
Yeah, but what you said you can't create table. That's why.
Okay,
It
no,
means
I meant sorry, maybe I meant like to insert the data into the table that I've created.
okay.
So I've created the table. What I'm saying is I typed mine manually. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I don't see the reason why you should be typing it manually. Only if you are a fast typer, good and fine. If you have mastered this syntax very well, you can be typing. But what I'm doing is let us first understand this before we start learning how to type syntax, and this is code, and while typing it you might start getting some. Let's start from maybe walking and then we can then start typing. If you cannot copy and paste, copy and paste is the easiest thing you will do. If you are struggling to copy and paste, it's going to be so, because you have a lot of how are you going to type all these code we have here? We have a lot of code here we need to run
I
within
can
this.
copy and paste when I'm running code. It's only when I'm creating table. That's what I'm saying. When I copy and paste, it's not giving me the sequential order that I need. That's what I mean. But when I want to run the table, I can copy and paste, and it's giving me to. But what I mean is I type my manual when I'm creating table.
Okay. Okay, for inserting record, let's see, say some of you still are getting errors. And so I've added record now, insert record. Let's see. So can you clean your editor and insert the record and run it?
So I just did that now. It's still giving the same issue.
Okay, clean it, run it one after the other. Run the first and then run the second one. Let's see maybe why is.
So I want to ask a question.
Okay.
I actually have created the two table and it says successful, but when I went to database structure to look at the table, it's showing that I've created customers, other table, and others, but the total table on bracket is 3. Can it affect what I'm doing? If it's
Total
showing 3,
table.
yes.
We don't have any
You know,
total table.
when you click on database structure, it will bring the table that you have created.
Okay.
So
When you click on the structure, database structure is going to,
yes.
let me, okay, this is database structure.
Yes.
This is the
So
table I have. This is customers table and others table I have.
okay. So the one up that is showing table in bracket 3, can it affect? That's where my own is showing.
Where?
And that place you put your mouse.
Uh-huh.
It's showing 3, the tables.
This is the third table. The third table here is SQL sequence. This is when you create this it came with the SQL. We are not the one who created this table. I don't want to remove it. So this is just a table that SQL Lite created on its own. It came with this database. So the table we are talking about is these two tables we created, customer table and other table. Can
Okay,
you
so
see
that's
this?
the way my own is looking. I can see it clearly. That's the way my own is looking. So I don't know why it's each time I start the syntax it's saying finish with errors. So that's where the maybe I would as you suggested I would run it again. I will clean the data and run it.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Coca, and are you following us?
Yes, I am
You
struggling
missed.
a bit because
Huh?
I missed yesterday. I
Oh,
missed yesterday's
okay.
class.
Well,
So I'm just trying to figure out a few things. Where I had an issue now is with the insert. I copied the insert. Where is that thing again? The uh insert into orders. I copied it and ran it, and it gave me some errors in line one or something. So I'm trying to figure out where I missed it. But when I run it, it tells me execution finished with errors. Results near values. Syntax error at line one. So I'm wondering which of maybe there's something I didn't put there or something. So that's where I am a bit. But I just want to exercise a little patience. Once the video for yesterday is uploaded, I'll definitely grab everything.
okay, no worries. Obianoju,
So I'm still getting the same errors, like exactly what Mr. Coca said. And I've used the one you pasted on the chat here, still giving me the same error. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I was able to do it yesterday. I followed the class yesterday and I was able to do it. I didn't have any issues.
it was smooth yesterday.
Yes, it worked perfectly yesterday.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
okay. Have you created table at all?
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's do insert this record. We know we have let's insert other record. After inserting other record, then insert customers record. Let's do it because you see on my own, I ran the two records together. Well, can you pick only the copy only the other record and run it?
I've tried it separately. It's still not, I've tried it separately, I've tried it together, and it's still giving me errors. I don't know.
Okay.
So mine is showing what do you call? The error is showing is that it's showing execution finish with error result. Table orders.
Has no column named order ID.
D.
Is that it?
It's
Yes.
saying table what?
Table orders has no column name order underscore ID.
Okay. Table orders. Okay. Can you screenshot and send to my WhatsApp?
Okay, sir.
Just the way you ran it, screenshot what you ran, the record you try to run. So let me see where the error comes from.
Okay.
Sir, if I may, will you be kind enough to maybe also copy from the WhatsApp? Let us see your own syntax because it keeps telling me there's a syntax error on line one. And many times when it does like that, it could just be maybe there's a semicolon that is missing or there's a comma that is missing. Maybe if you just take a deeper look at the syntax before, I don't know. Maybe that might help.
Yeah, if you, like I said, if it's not working from you from the syntax from the WhatsApp, I've posted two text in the chat, in this meeting chat environment. If you go there, you see insert, create command and insert command. So because this is what we did yesterday and it was very smooth for everybody. We've not even done joining on this. We're just trying to create two tables. Here's the.
So I just sent it to your WhatsApp.
Okay, let me view.
Even when I copied now from the chat, it said the same thing. Execution finished with errors. Table orders has no column named order ID at line 1. Blah 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 blah. The same stuff. But let's see. Maybe clearly there's something we are missing.
Okay.
On the table, which one should we copy first from the WhatsApp? Because in the WhatsApp, I'm seeing that insert into customers, the one that comes first is the one for customers. Then when I check the table, the one that comes first is customer. So I don't see the reason why it should be showing that finished with errors.
Hmm. The screenshot you sent to me, I can't figure out any issue here. Oh, and values. So the screenshot Godwin sent me, I can't see any. There's no issue here, no problem here with this. I don't know where this is.
I want to answer.
Okay.
Is it possible for the SQL lines sometimes to malfunction? Because yesterday I copied the same syntax. It showed me finished with error for more than 3 times. I wipe it off. But the 4th time I copied it, the same process that just wrote finish without errors. That's what I'm asking. Could it be that sometimes it malfunction to give result?
Yeah, it can, because you see, when I was trying to drop the table, when I was beginning, it was giving me error. You know, I couldn't drop 2 tables at the same time. But it's something I've done so many times. So I did it separately and I was able to drop the tables. But the first one I did is something I've been doing. I dropped 2 tables at the same time, but I tried to drop 2 tables at the same time. I couldn't drop. I had to drop them one after the other. So it could be not going to.
Hello, sir. This order date, is it supposed to be text?
order date.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what I have in my own here. Order date here. Let's see. Order. You see order here, order date. You see it here. Can you see it?
Yes, sir. I can.
This is the same thing. Exactly the same thing I have here is exactly the same thing you guys are having. And
Try.
and okay. You see, I'm not having any issue with my own, and the same thing. I don't know, but and that's why at times in developing your encoding, at times you see somebody will be coding or you'll be following somebody coding. It's when you start doing it practically, you start finding out that it's not the way it is, because it can be little error. It can be a system or it can be any other thing, you know. I'm trying to figure out why, because it seems all of you are having similar problems. Nobody been able to progress from creating the table.
Okay, so does it mean that SQL doesn't have like a function to debug?
Debug.
Yes.
SQL, I don't think, the only thing, if you are code, you can debug your code if there is, debugging is looking error. Bug is error, okay? And when we do
Yes.
debugging, we'll try to look at the error. And it has, because it's telling you where there is error, but the place is telling you that it's error in your own, in this particular case. I can't find any error there.
Can
Like
I?
this.
Sorry, sorry to interrupt. I just
Okay.
tried it again and it's worked. So I had to shut it down, like close the whole thing, open it again, create the tables again, and put it again, and it worked.
Okay.
So I've just done it now. So
So
maybe if
it means maybe our system, we need to troubleshoot our system. So it's coming from the lab, the system, not from the uh
I don't know, but I've tried it now,
it's
and
not, maybe not from the code, it's
no,
from the system. You close you close the
I
laptop,
closed
you
it.
close the software, you close
No, I just closed the software. I closed
the
the entire thing.
database,
Like
you
I,
close the
yes,
database and restart it.
opened it again. Yes.
Okay. So you can see where it's coming from. So have you been able to create a record now?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we should, some of us struggling should troubleshoot our server. You see, you close down your server and open it again. It's not the code, it's the server. Thank you for that. Okay. For you that have been able to create a record, can you run the join command? Let's see. I will post the join command so you can run it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Run the join command and then see if you can get the same results as mine.
So it worked now. I think it was the SQL DB that is giving us issue
It
before.
is the server.
Yes, it's working now.
Okay.
Yes, I've done it. And I
Can
got
you
the
get,
same
are you getting
same result.
the same?
What's on the screen? What's on your screen? Yes, I got the same thing.
Okay, good. This is the first example, and because of time, the whole process, you see my note is sequential, step by step. Follow it up and do it, and let's chat over the time and see who is having issues. Godwin, I would like you to lead operation so that you can practice from the rest of. We have up to 4 examples I demonstrated in my lesson notes. We just carried out the first example and we can see where. So I want the rest of the examples. I want you people to work as a group and run the examples. What we are not going to manufacture any code. All I want is to run this to make sure that it's actually working. All this code join we are using to get the kind of result we are looking for. So I'm going to share the lesson notes. I will attach the lesson notes in our platform even before I do this thing. I upload it to the course portal for easy access, and the video till this moment, this video is going to be processing. By tomorrow morning, it will finish processing. I'm going to upload everything so that within the rest of the week, we work as a team and see if we can achieve the result. All these things, I've done all of them. They are working smoothly.
Yes, I just did the join function now. The one you pasted on is work fine as well.
Okay.
That's all.
So you can see it's because of the system clog up, or is a system glitch.
Yes.
So it's a software glitch. So yeah, it's not going to be straightforward. So before we get there, but we are getting there. I'm sure we are getting there. These are, yeah. So thank you all for tonight. You can see that's why I wanted us to follow up as I'm doing it, because if you are just watching and not following, you might think you are learning. I keep telling my students that the best way to learn is to do it practical, because if you are watching footballers playing, you cannot say you are a footballer if you have not gone to the pitch to play it. If you're outside looking at it, you'll be blaming those in the pitch. But now you are in the pitch doing it practical. You see you are getting error, I'm getting it right, and you're not getting it. You start worrying. You might think something is wrong, but this is part of the learning. So
yes,
that is the assignment. I believe everything will run smoothly. But if it doesn't, then before then, I will get information about what is going on. But we have to stop here tonight because of time.
Yes, thanks.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Nice.